Ugh. 90s. Head to the event center for a 90s team showdown. We said 90 overall players. Well, you know what? I'm gonna play one game in the rec first. Oh shit. Never mind. That was so dumb. I've been busy, bro. Well, bro. All right, listen, fair enough. They have gotten better, especially Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is really, it has really improved. Yeah, Luka and I did clutch, to be honest, because Luka was struggling in the second half. Right. But you know what? To be honest, the Lakers should have been won that game, low key. I think Lakers should have been won that game. To be honest, the fact that Magic was able to make a comeback, yeah, because like I said, Luka's struggling. Reeves was having a slow day, and then LeBron was really struggling throughout the whole game. That man, LeBron can barely make a shot. Yeah, it kept the win streak to 9. Hey, hey, I'll you know what? I'll keep it quiet for now, but I'm gonna wait until the playoffs. Yeah, they're playing the Pistons next game. I'll be honest, if they win, they're a legit. I mean they already are, but like they're really gonna become a legit threat. But the thing is, Cade Cunningham is out, so I wouldn't even say it that much either. Yeah, he has a collapsed lung. It is basically your lung like collapsed on you, and usually when that happens, it depends. It depends. Every player recovers differently. Some players can recover. They're hoping that Cade can recover in like 2 weeks. Some recover in a few weeks. Some recover in like months.
Coming up next on 2K Sports.
So, like I said, I hope for the best because honestly, I wouldn't want to see the Pistons lose that way. They're not the team I'm rooting for, but they're the team that earn my respect.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then Friday, they'll be facing Jaylen Brown and the Boston.
Oh, I can't even play. I'm just gonna be playing the arena.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Walsh in at small forward. And for the Kings, we've got Jarris Walker.
So it's about time they are. And I guess it took LeBron to start, becoming more of a third option to be able for that to happen.
And secure his spot as an all-star starter.
Always special to be selected for an all-star game. And MP wants to be included in the celebration of the best in the league. You really have to excel to be selected. So I'll be keeping an eye on MP and his quest for all-star status this season.
Oh, get that out of here. I saw that one coming.
As you know, MP and his team are coming off of a third consecutive NBA championship. When I asked MP what it felt like to accomplish something that players like Michael Jordan, Kobe, and Shaq had done, he said, quote, "It's an honor. I'm so proud of this group of guys. This one is the sweetest for us so far." MP always
We said contenders.
Teammates first. All right, thank you. And Grant, it's now
Oh, that means they have a strong chance of winning a title.
All signs pointing to
Or they have a strong chance of making it deep in the playoffs.
fine fashion on the game's highest stage.
And we're only a few games in, but already some surprises to this season, Grant.
Yeah.
On the positive side, a couple teams have come together quicker than anticipated, and they are
Yeah.
outperforming early expectations.
Jackson's bread and butter, DeRozan.
Honestly, no. Because honestly, the Lakers are really looking like a threat now. It's looking like they got their chemistry down. But like I said, the only common problem is the fact that Luka and LeBron do not exactly fit well each other.
Stolen by Booker. Outside Sharp.
Well, it kind of it kind of has been for this season, but it's becoming more and more, apparent because Reeves and Luka can play well together.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
That's big. Well, I can't say inexperienced because OKC has won it all, so they're defending champions. Spurs, honestly, I think they could lose. I think the Spurs could lose due to inexperience.
You're talking Jordan's Bulls.
But at the same time, you never know.
Booker surveying the D over MP. Booker can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 5.
But man, if there's anyone I'm afraid of OKC. Still.
Booker, the pass to Sharp.
OKC. Who else am I afraid of? OKC.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
I mean, the Nuggets still have a good shot,
Walker passes to MP. Sinks the tray.
but
MP's got 9.
I mean, the Lakers, if they can still keep this up, and Jackson Hayes becomes way better than I thought he could be, or I guess the people in general,
Back to Booker.
then the Lakers could be really a threat.
To Walsh from behind the arc. Walker pulls down the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Prince, the pass to Walker. Picked by Prince. And here's Shepard for 3. Kicks it out to MP. Clock at 4. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know either, because
Set it up. He's got 12.
you never know. But the thing is, hey, if there's one team I can never count out is Miami.
That's only been done twice before.
Yeah, BA.
My Heat, I can never count out Miami.
So You're talking about
because no matter because this Miami is literally the most. I mean, honestly, man, it's just like Florida weather. We are the most bipolar team ever. We have the ability to lose to bottom feeders, and then yet we can beat the top team at the same time in the same season.
Pass to Prince. Back to Murray. Picked by Prince. Murray passes to man. Here's Shepard. This one's a three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Suns trail by 11. We've got a 9.
Listen. No one told the Wizards to foul that many times.
Here's Buzelis. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Boston. Good on the shot.
You're talking about. Listen, Kobe is a great player, but we also need to remember Kobe is a notorious shot chucker. Like, this man will literally throw up shots. No disrespect, but he would literally throw up shots. If you have seen Kobe's stat line, for how many shots did it take for him to get some of his points, especially that 81-point game, he took a lot more shots as well.
The way they've attacked the paint, this throwback approach is paying off. We're coming right.
He is a ball hog.
Go anywhere.
He is known as a ball hog. But at the same time, you know, like I said, there are certain moments where being a ball hog is justified, and there are certain moments where being a ball hog is not justified. And in my opinion, this is where the argument where I would personally put LeBron James as a GOAT, because I believe the definition of a GOAT is somebody that's all around a great talent and can make the team better. You take LeBron out of a team, the team is trash.
Power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. The first one falls, and you might think the toughest pick.
Wait, which team? Oh, okay. Lakers LeBron. Okay, it depends, because at the end of the day, when it comes to Lakers LeBron, when he won it with AD, he was literally the second, if not the most important player, depending on how you look at AD. I look at LeBron as the best player because he was consistently either the second or the best player. AD, it depends on, you know, how he's feeling, because 1 minute he has a monster game, next minute he has, like, you know what I mean? It's up and down. LeBron consistently had good games. That's why he won his 4th MVP. Well, finals MVP, but you get the point.
Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali.
So the way that I look at it, it's like, you know, that's why I think he's the GOAT in my opinion, because he makes everyone better. But now when it comes to the Luka era, I will agree with you on this one. This one is a little different. This is where LeBron honestly is probably going to be at best the 3rd best player, and maybe the 2nd best player on a good night, you know, depending on Austin Reeves and how Luka is playing, because if they're having off nights, LeBron, we're hoping that he picks up the slack. So that's pretty much it. But when it comes to LeBron during his Cleveland runs, I'm talking about both of them. And take LeBron out, that Cavs team is not even making it past the first round, if they even make the playoffs. Miami, you take LeBron out, that team is not making it far either. Actually, as a matter of fact, before LeBron even got there, that team was not making it far, outside of that 1 or 2 championship runs when Shaq was there.
Attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. MP really really making a difference here.
They have to come up
Also,
with
I don't know about you, Dom, but for some reason, when I'm having two different experiences with two different builds. My point guard build, once I got him going pretty good, I'm able to steamroll and win games with ease and onwards. My big man build, I am struggling.
Suns trail by 20.
Because with my big man build, I got him sent to Miami. He's a second round pick,
Booker with the jam.
and I'm not doing well. I'm getting mad turnovers. I'm getting
All
mad,
right, let's check up on Day'Ron Sharpe
like,
with Allie
okay
LaForce.
games. Like, no, it's very bad.
The Suns, and it's just a simple case of getting the wind knocked out of it.
Like, I don't. We are literally at the bottom of the Eastern Standards. We might be the worst team in the whole league.
Thanks as always, Allie.
I don't know. My player just can't help it, and Miami is just bad.
And the defense
It's
has
it's like the
no one to
matchup is
blame
just
but
bad.
themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great
So I don't know. And honestly, no matter how much I upgrade my big man build, it's like it's the same result. We still suck.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely
So I don't know. Maybe I need to,
before that.
just play it out and then get in the off season, and I'll probably trade myself to somewhere else. I need to go somewhere else. I mean, it's not cutting it for me. The Heat culture is not working for me.
Now Johnson lets the three fly. The rebound by MP. Well, of course, last year, MP winning his third MVP award.
You know, hoisting another Michael Jordan award.
If I ever make a now I think about it. If I
Not just a great player.
if I ever make a third build, it's gonna be a wing build.
He's having a night like this. You
Yes.
just can't keep him from
Yeah, like I'm gonna make him a shooting guard / small forward.
Here for Phoenix. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up this short two-game road trip. To the middle. And Booker with the
Damn.
jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
1 second.
Yeah, are you surprised by that?
Outside Walker. Off target from three-point range. MP getting it done for the Kings.
Actually, you should be surprised by that. When you was playing as a Spurs, all you did was just dunk on me. Man. All you did was dunk on me and then shoot threes, and I just couldn't guard it for the life of me.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. In the Western Conference, MP.
Not shocking to see him take home the prize. His determination on the floor, it's been second to none, Shaq.
Yeah, and the effect he has on the team makes everyone around him better. You love to see it. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Kings.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Well, Well, MP is coming off quite the season, Grant, after earning the third Finals MVP trophy of his career.
And that's something that very few players in the history of the game have accomplished. MP has to be proud of that. But we know him, and he's hungry for more.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Checking out the group.
But you know what? I gotta give this respect to Marcus Smart. He made 2 really good plays. Like, 2 really good passes. Oh, come on, Booker. You flopped. Anyways.
It's going to be on MP.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Oh, I can't be able to play with you tonight. I can't be able to play with you tonight. Well, I mean, because I'm not going to be here long.
Both good from the line that time.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
Nice shot by Walker.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought into helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win.
Oh, God.
Anything is possible." Back to you.
They are plenty talented. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
No, I just got turnover.
Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Yep.
Kings lead by 20. MP, the pass to DeRozan. Sacramento passing it around. Pass to Shepard. Inside. And Prince with the bucket on the assist by Shepard. Shepard's got assist number 5 here tonight. And MP now in his 4th year in the league. Wasn't that long ago, Grant. He was a highly prospect.
He's a great player.
We saw from MP as a rookie are still there, but now they've been refined and are pillars of his game.
And so Ty Lue calls the timeout, and we might see.
I mean, if you're trying to make an AI build, just know that he's short. So, you know, you're not gonna be able to do much with Duncan.
Led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. In the 3rd spot, the Suns.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line, and that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
Up top, Johnson. Walker covering. And Booker with the jam.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
One thing about Keldon Johnson defensively, it's hard to back him down, Richard.
Yeah, he won't block a ton of shots, but he anchors really well against bigger players. That's why teams would rather attack him in space.
6 to shoot. MP finds Walker. And here's Shepard for 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Suns trail by 20. Johnson passes to Booker. That 3's off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And he hits it and gets hacked.
Hey, let's go, everyone.
He can convert.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good.
And I like
Damn.
how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Now here's Sharp. The D's right on him. To the wing on the left. The three-pointer off the mark. And so Prince will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Walker's shot is off.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had.
I'm pretty sure Allen Iverson's a righty.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Prince can't hit. The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sideline
Wait.
with every offense.
What about Dennis Rodman?
Changes for Sacramento. Murray comes in for Sabonis, and it's man in for Phoenix also changing it up. Now,
Yeah, if you known how Dennis Rodman was like back in his days. Yeah. Huh? That's the least of it.
the Kings lead by 19. MP is out
Excuse
there with
me.
Trey Mann. Then it's Murray. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Black.
A lot.
That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
A lot of stuff that I can't even tell you. That's how bad it is.
And a look now at how the offensive approach
Let's just say
has been
he-
going here so far for Sacramento.
Their offense has been a
Yeah.
machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one, just
Yep.
piling up assists.
I'll give you this one. He did a lot of partying. He even tried to marry himself.
Jumping all over the opposition
So,
in this regard.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Here's Murray. Back to MP.
Yeah, it depends. Some of them are cool, and some of them I look at it as it's a little much. But you know, that's his style. You know, he's always been crazy. And plus, he's actually good friends with Kim Jong-un. So you know what?
From 7, MP with the block.
Guess that's something.
Defense. MP just understands when he should try to go after the block.
Murray's shot is good.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Pass to Fleming.
91 what?
For 3, Booker.
Steal? Yeah.
Sacramento.
And right now, they're plus 8
Yeah.
in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, Allen Iverson used to get a lot of steals.
MP with it. Now guarded by Booker. Sacramento passing it around.
Who, Allen Iverson?
Here's Man. Off the mark there. With
Cut. Yeah, but not necessarily anything too bad, you know.
For 3, Booker. Drains the
Yeah, no, not to that level. But the thing is, they don't like the way he, you know, dresses. They're not a fan of him. Because remember, Allen Iverson's from the hood, so kind of
Black.
repping where he's from. They didn't like that back then.
Suns trail by 21. Up top, Booker, covered by MP. Dunn outside. Pass to Fleming. Now Booker. Here's the 3. Poeltl grabs a miss.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And the pass to MP. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset
But,
the culture
damn.
in 2008.
Done with it, and it's Man picking him up.
I did tell you in AI build you're gonna be short. AI was only like 6 foot.
Oh, the shot is off.
But yeah, your build is gonna be mad short.
You don't see that from him very often.
Yes, you can, but you're gonna have to make sure you create your space so that you can get your shot off.
Oh, no good on the layup.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Book it. That one goes.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Now a timeout.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Sacramento. They lead by 16. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Nope, he's still hurt. He's not coming back until next season.
Minutes have gone by now. Yes!
The only person that's been back from that kind of injury so far is Jason Tatum.
Came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Kings.
You can score without sharing the ball.
He's doing good. I mean, yeah, he's having a bit of a slow start, but
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year.
yeah, he's warming up. He's actually warming up quite well, actually, and he's also, you know, fitting into the Celtics offense, which is actually a good thing. So, you know, he's not stagnating nothing.
You knew this was a monster game for MP.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that
Who?
work.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That's a good thing. That clearly shows that the Celtics value him as a franchise player, and clearly he's. Why would you want to trade Jason Tatum?
Throw good, MP.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows.
Hey, no way. This man really said the Celtics should trade Jason Tatum because he's been on there too long.
Prince against Covington. To the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws.
How many championships? He only has one. It's literally the same as the Celtics' big three with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Rajon Rondo. Well, Rondo has 2, but he has one with the Celtics and one with the Lakers. I think he's the first player to ever do that, actually.
And the first one at the line is good.
Especially when, you know, the two teams are enemies.
Good on both. 29 seconds left in the final quarter.
Giannis cannot shoot like that.
Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. MP's got 39.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Fires the 3. Basket is good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it.
2 main storylines tonight, MP. The win your team picked up and the show you put on. Can you talk about that?
It's important to pick up these wins early in the season, but we got our eyes set on April, May, and June. This is just like a dress rehearsal.
And as for your standout showing, hey, you know there's going to be buzz.
Hey, that's just what I do. I want the fans to have fun when they come and watch our team. So if you like having fun, vote MP for this year's All-Star team.
We hear you loud and clear, MP. Thanks a lot.
Make sure you vote too, Dom.
Over to you, BA.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying...
Good game, MP.
Yo, MP, I just heard the announcement. Finals MVP for the 3rd time. Man, they got a VIP room for you in the VIP room. Congrats, man.
Yo. Well, another fight happened. Well, almost fight. It was I believe it was the Spurs versus the Wizards game. Yeah, you wish. AD's not even on the floor. That man is injured for the rest of the season at least. Again. I don't remember the names, but it was basically a bunch of role players. It wasn't nobody's too serious. I wouldn't say it wasn't that big. It was within the four players, and I think three of them were. I think three of them were actually no. It was it OKC versus the Wizards actually. I don't. Yeah, I think it was OKC versus the Wizards. So literally, I think it was three OKC players that got ejected, and then one Wizard player got ejected. Yep. No, I didn't see any punches. I saw I saw a bunch of shoves and whatnot. There was I didn't see punches. Just a bunch of shoves and trash talking. Actually, speaking of trash talking, did you saw the Lakers and how Luka was talking trash with the other player? Well, both of them were going back and forth. No, literally today with the Lakers against the yeah. Uh, apparently alleged. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I see your point, but literally, the reason why he did it this time is literally because apparently one of the I think what was it dude's name? The center. He literally said that he would literally f Luca's mom. Yeah, like I think that's what Lucas said. I'm not too sure if he actually did, but I'm like, you know what? If he actually said that, Luca has every right to defend himself. And I'm glad that they lifted his suspension because Luca was gonna get suspended because that was his 16th technical. He did, but then I think they said they got it appealed. No, like he did, but then they appeal it, which means they take it back.
RDP?
Yeah, he told them what happened, and then the Lakers organization was able to get it
I
appealed.
know you know as well as Paul.
Maple syrup.
I'm recording, bro. I need a serious answer.
No, I'm not even kidding you.
No, when you get your
We can talk maple syrup all day
too many technicals,
And
they just
posted to
they basically suspend you for the next
Isn't
game.
there to talk about?
They don't take you out
Golden
unless you get
first start.
your two techs.
Thoughts on the rule of 86? The best syrup and snow for syrup on snow?
syrup on snow.
See,
Huh?
that right there. That tells me you're an amateur. I can't even talk.
Yeah, we
about
might lose it because we're going up against the
Tell me there's no
Pistons.
good syrup soon as you
But
No,
like I said, the Pistons don't have Cage, so we'll see how that goes.
moment, that's enough to know. If you know, quality is unmistakable.
But
Okay, well, moving on. Which you know better, syrup or ball?
Oh, ain't nothing I know better than ball.
All right, well, I know it's still early, but do you think you're an all-star based on what we've seen so far?
if this is the game where honestly, well, versus the Pistons, we're gonna have to expect LeBron to step up and basically be the second
Playing
best
some of
player
the
on the
roles we've been
team.
talking about, right? So, what needs to happen?
If not the
Your
best player on
quality
the
of ball
team,
to
I don't
make this
know.
statement.
It depends on where they stand with Austin Reeves.
Well, I'm going up against another pretender to the throne tonight. So when I finish the game with a win and a bunch more points than him...
But yes, to anyone that's currently on the live stream, hey, you know, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel as well. You know, road to 1K, trying to get paid. Honestly, this is my slogan at this point. No, because every single time I'm live streaming, I'm always talking about leave a like, subscribe to the channel, road to 1K, trying to get paid because I am on the road to 1K subscribers. I know, but, you know, the sooner the better. Plus, you know, every sub counts.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up.
I mean,
find the range. Find themselves.
The Jazz are not that bad, I guess. You can make them better.
In this game, we'll sit. Of course, we've got lots of games left, but it's
Sure, I mean, I went to the Kings. I went to the sorry Kings, and I made them better.
I've especially enjoyed those seeing the rookies get settled in. I mean, that's always something that I kind of prioritize in my operations. Just watching how these guys adjust to the pro game is always pretty fascinating to me.
Oh, nice.
MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference, and he's let everyone know about it too. He wants in that game badly.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after
right.
is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done it. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Stone. James is out there with Dončić. Then there's Edey. And it's Klintman in a power forward position. Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP seems eager for tonight's elite point guard duel. He told me, I know a lot of people out there are comparing the two of us, trying to pick who's the best.
So right now with my first build, I'm facing off against the Lakers post LeBron James retirement.
Poor General MP sounds ready to issue some orders. You know, there's a lot of debate over who is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But at this point, to me, and I think to this table, MP has to be included in that conversation.
You look at the numbers.
Oh, man.
The hardware. MP has done it all and done it in dominant fashion.
Ooh.
Everyone will have their preference. But MP is clearly the best of this era and can hold his own against anyone.
Limited success for them early on here.
Good.
Don't expect that to continue.
James misses.
So tell me how the Lakers got Zach Edey.
1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. To the paint. Edey with the
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time scoring tonight if I don't score from the perimeter.
Struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
We usually see Dončić operating in the middle of the floor, not in the corner, but he's a gifted scorer wherever he happens to shoot it from.
Sacramento making a switch here. Murray's checked in. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Clifford. Murray outside. From deep, Prince.
Bro, what the?
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Well, he is looking.
Okay, yeah, Luka's low-key cooking me, and I am shooting like trash.
I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Clark can drive in and step back, but you do both as well as Luka Dončić.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does.
Hey, let's go.
Basketball. And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
But yeah, my team is gonna get bullied.
Top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't.
Actually, where is our big man? Where is Ben Simmons? Well, he was our big man, unfortunately. Well, he's not even here no more. We didn't even draft him. I think, no, we didn't even get him. I don't even know because because I'm pretty sure we are in the era where you're it's post college, like it's post, just getting drafted out of high school. I don't know how Ben Simmons got in there. I really don't know. No, I'm not gonna lie, that GPA is terrible. 1 point something. That means I think this man did something to make sure that yeah, like he got something, he did something all right, but I don't know what. Okay, I guess or reach Shepard at least. But
See that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
whoa. Wait a time out. Time out. You're the crazy part is you're a kid. You're a kid saying that. You're literally a little bit older than LeBron's daughter. Like barely, like maybe 2 years. Mm.
Inside. The kick out to Walker. Good ball movement here by the Kings. MP nails the triple.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Trey Man is out there with MP. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Walker. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. So that's the
Oh man, look, if you weren't literally hiding behind this man, I would have blocked you.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets was lights out. He ended up with 58 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. Such an impressive effort.
I don't know, man. Like, you could get away with that probably, back in LeBron's and Dwight Howard, for an example, era, but, man, I don't know how Ben Simmons got that far.
When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dončić outside. That doesn't go either for Dončić.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
And Walker throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all.
Oh, that's crazy, actually, dude.
Here's Quintman. And here's Dončić from the arc.
Oh, let me...
Doesn't go either for Dončić.
Oh, shoot. Hey, I'm not even sure. I have to take a look at it.
They've got no answers for him right now.
Lakers trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout.
But that to me just sounds like some, little excuse that they could put in there just to, not make it look as bad. Because again, the NBA, especially in this especially like nowadays. Well, for the past at least 10 years, they're trying to make sure that players at least are smart to some degree so that they can handle their finances a bit better. Because a lot of players be going straight to the NBA after high school and then end up going broke.
Look at the Lakers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And looking at Sacramento, they're right about where they want to be, making some.
It's a bunch of them, so
they've definitely come out of the gate strong.
No one near Dončić as he lets it fly. Drops in the tray. Dončić has got 9.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Kings leading now by 6. Pass to Clifford. It's Prince on the wing. And MP responds with a triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hey,
let's go.
Trick MP now. Think again. That's a great block right there.
Yeah, Delonte West. I mean, that's his name?
Nice assist from Prince. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Sacramento.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation.
You're right. Allegedly, you know, smashing LeBron James's mom. Yeah, that would definitely happen. That's what happened. That's what allegedly happened. Is that he smashed LeBron's mom.
And here's Dončić. He had a career game last
well, if you don't know what smashing means, then I don't. Then you must be a little too young for me to explain that to you.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Shepherd.
Yeah, a little bit more than that, but yes.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
I don't know. I asked him. Right now, he's homeless, drug. Find him on the street. I don't remember where he is, but all I know is that he is a drug addict.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Kings lead by 17. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
I'm pretty sure that didn't even matter. I'm pretty sure even that happened. Actually, even what's his name? Mark Cuban tried to give him another chance, but man, nah, that man was just too deep into it.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year.
And he's still...
What a splash these young fellas have made, huh?
You want to see a splash? Watch Shaq do a cannonball. He can...
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant
display
for the Sacramento Kings.
But either way put it, that man was just doomed.
Make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs? I think you mean hot. And that
about still broke.
And as the third quarter is
and homeless.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's...
Well, LeBron hasn't really responded to it, but shoot, if it's true, I would be upset about it. If I was LeBron, I mean, man, this man.
Him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
GA, you hear about 3-level score, but is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range.
No, LeBron wouldn't do nothing to a kid. He's not that bad.
Those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5
probably.
In baseball.
Shoot.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
We have a little extra bulletin board material for this one. MP took to social media to make some guarantees about the night he was going to have. There's been no official response, but I know it didn't sit well with the...
Oh, I forgot. This game I'm supposed to try to outscore Luka, am I? Yeah, I'm supposed to get at least 10 more points.
So we'll have to see if MP can back up his predictions.
Which is...
strong ones, and if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Thank you. And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. They've got James. He's out there with Dončić. Stone out there with Edey. And it's Clinton.
It's going to be hard, but it is achievable. As long as you log in and do a lot of hours on 2K.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. 2 on the clock.
MP
I don't know.
all on the defensive end. Really good effort.
It also depends on, what you're doing on there, too.
Without a make, that's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been...
Yeah. Upgrade it, and especially get your cap breakers.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Dončić outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. Dončić has got 15 points.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Walker finds Sabonis. Prince in the corner.
No, everybody was surprised. Everybody was running around and was happy that he made a shot. True. It wasn't like he wasn't even caring. He was happy that he made the shot. Everybody was. True.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
James gets a two-pointer, and he drops that one in. James has got his first basket of the night. Kings leading now by 22. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Clifford. Outside, Walker.
Right.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sabonis. Banked in off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality.
Is the best what?
Pass to Edey.
He's the best player in the NBA?
And here's Dončić from the arc.
No. One of the best rebounders in the NBA, but overall player, no.
Now, MP.
Pause. But yes.
No good. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. James outside.
No. It's the way you say it, man. I don't know, man. It sounds a little off.
Pass to Edey.
Right.
Count it. Edey's got his third basket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot. Gave a little pump fake.
Yeah, I know about the series. I actually watched it.
Showing how unselfish he can be.
It was a very good one, actually, to be honest.
Call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Now look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games.
You're talking about the documentary series?
I mean, this team, the ball is finding the open man.
Here's DiVincenzo, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't even watched the second one yet. I watched the first one.
Hurdle, the pass to Prince, and good that time.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
It's just a documentary, meaning that they're talking about their lives and stuff like that. What's going on during the season.
Enzo against MP. Here's Pirtle. Good and nice
Yep.
assist from Prince. MP's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
No. No, depending.
James looking it over.
They're all warming up and exercising and getting themselves ready for the next season, especially the stars.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And
he should. Well, actually, I don't know.
State Farm assist of the game.
I don't know.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
No, they won't. Yeah, I mean, this is their year to like lay low and stuff like that and get a high draft pick.
Edie's checked in. Shepard out
Hopefully.
Murray. Then it's Trey Mann.
Oh, but here's the thing. By the 28-29 season, there's going to be an expansion between with 2 extra teams being added.
And really a reflection of their superior.
There's going to be 2 extra teams added to the NBA.
Seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Boy,
Yep.
you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean,
Yeah, everything's going to change. There's a possibility that one of the teams are going to, one of the existing teams is going to move to the East or the West. And then during the expansion draft, literally, they can only, every existing team in the NBA can only keep up to 8 players. So you're going to have to get rid of some people, maybe some key important players.
And here's Dončić from the arc. That doesn't go either for Dončić.
I didn't care for
But
his shot selection.
this is going to really affect, teams like OKC because OKC has more than 8 important players. So now they're going to have to figure out which 8 of them are the most important.
Just too many good looks from in close.
That doesn't go either for Dončić.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going.
Okay, they're not going to trade Shea, obviously. They're
Whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Chet Holmgren. They're probably not going to trade him because. Well, no.
Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dončić has got 11
Probably.
in the second half. And so MP will bring it up for
I remember it. That ain't stopping them from getting traded.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Dončić finds Williams.
I mean, we'll find out when it happens.
Sacramento's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Nailed from three-point land. Prince has got 33 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win.
He's really not that bad. Oh my god. Just because of his 83-point game, man, people are gonna say Bam is a bad player. He's playing bad basketball.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
A big part of their success was his ability to
Yes.
keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash.
Yeah, he's transsexual. So, yeah. Yeah, he's gay. He's transsexual.
The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Williams can't hit.
He converts those.
Yeah, decided to be trans at an earlier age.
Kings moving the ball around. There's the triple.
No, he wasn't mad at all. He approved of it.
Prince has got 38 points.
Saw the opportunity to put this
I don't know why he did, but you know he does.
You know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
You can tell which one is a. You can tell which one is a boy, or was a boy.
when you play almost a perfect game and to have.
There's a debate whether Babe Ruth ever called his shot. Millions of people saw you call yours pregame, then hit it out of the park. What message do you hope a night like this sends?
I want people to see I'm doing what I'm doing to win games, not just put up numbers. I wanted to dominate in a way that impacted winning, and I was able to do that unmistakably.
Absolutely, MP. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. That's what he was feeling like. That's what he wanted, and you know what? He went for it. Magic Son, I don't know. All I know is that he. All I know is it is. But either way you put it, I just know that he. Well, I know that he's into straight men, so good luck with that one.
All right, we're here with MP for his reaction ahead of tonight's big All-Star Showdown.
My bad. Reaction to what?
You gonna get a water rest for a second so we can film this?
Yeah, I could do two things at once, bro. What are you talking about? What am I reacting to?
Bring it up. And, all right, quote. I expect to be an All-Star, 100%. And I expect MP to be there that weekend, too. In the stands. End quote.
Yeah.
That ain't real.
Pretty sure she did. What happened?
Say less. He's getting outscored tonight.
You think maybe he wants you thinking that way? You know, think he can get you off your game, or?
Vander, it really doesn't matter what he thinks. He's getting outscored.
Good, MP?
Coming up next, from the Golden One Center in California's capital city, Sacramento, the Timberwolves taking on the Kings. For Minnesota, the stars have aligned. Performing better than last season, you can feel the first third of an NBA season, Grant. It sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team. And he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
And so far, he's backing up his talk. You'd be hard-pressed to find a
It's possible, and I don't think KD wouldn't mind going back to Seattle, even if he needs one more year.
I can't imagine he won't be in the starting five on All-Star Weekend.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Then it's Smith, and it's Flowers in at the 1. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I
Yep. That's assuming he's still going to be there, because I think by the time he'll be there, he's going to be like 41.
Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Brian, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Wait, what record?
Shot clock at 6. Walker against
The most what?
Walker's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far.
Oh, you're talking about the record for the most games played?
You need everybody.
He literally just shattered that record today.
So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done.
And here's Edwards outside.
For them to beat it, they'll have to be basically an Iron Man. Like, you can't really miss days and stuff like that. Even especially for any reason. What do you think Las Vegas is famous for?
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit to defense for how they're playing him.
This one.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2.
It's famous for a lot of things.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's DeRozan. Another one falls for Sacramento.
Yeah, one of the great mid-range scorers in the game. DeMar DeRozan getting to work.
Since I just started this game, it's the first quarter. Literally after this game is done, I'm hopping off. But after 2:30, almost 3. I'm on the first quarter, so I got some time to go.
Never too soon to take a look at the power rankings, see how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're hanging in there at that same 5th spot and hoping to climb higher.
Well, right now for Sacramento, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
All right.
And the jam by Walker.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Pass to Shepard. Back to MP. And that one drops.
Oh God, I barely made that shot.
MP's got 9 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Edwards.
Oh, get that out of here.
The defensive instincts of MP shining through on that block.
And Sacramento with some changes. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Black comes in for Walker, and it's Mann in for Shepard. A minute 29 left in the first. Pass to Bay. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from deep. Edwards has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the
wing, MP. They get the rebound. Hurdle. Tipped.
Damn.
Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. McGowan's, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Here's Edwards. Ooh, Edwards.
Damn.
With style and authority.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
Trey Mann out there with MP. Then it's Murray. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Count that bucket. Man's got his first 2 points.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Listen. No ball down.
10 points in his last outing.
Wow, tremendous defensive awareness by MP, and really tremendous job getting in position to block that thing.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He had 46 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Nice work, Allie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, BA,
Good thing on what?
Pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all.
So you know what? I didn't think it was our season, but it ended up being our season.
Edwards against MP. And the jam by Walker.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. 1:57 left in the second quarter. From 20 feet. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, BA,
Is
because
low.
we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
Yeah.
Back to Prince. Walker, a screen on Edwards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Oh, never mind.
Something they need to be mindful of moving forward. Do they change his matchup?
And Sacramento with some changes.
Oh,
Demonis Sabonis, he's
yeah,
checked
someone's
in for
trying to
Poeltl.
leave screen.
And Shepard in for Murray. Smith, he's checked in for Minnesota. Flowers comes in for McGowan's. Bay outside. Pass to Edwards. Over MP. And the basket by
Damn.
Edwards. Edwards has got 6 here in the quarter.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance point.
That's what I don't give about 2K, just because the tempo is not great or perfect. It's gonna let me miss my shot even though I have great timing.
Fades. Prince grabs the miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Oh, MP with the hammer.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the left side wing. Pass to Bay. Here's Edwards. Takes the 3. The rebound by Mann.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Prince. And he banks in the
Oh, I still made that goal.
Prince has got 15 points.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
What if it goes? Oh, and he
Let's go.
knocked down the buzzer beater.
They already had the momentum going to the break.
Best to people that are watching my live stream. You know, if you're enjoying it so far, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. You know, would be really appreciated.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Sacramento Kings.
They're really hitting the ball, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the oatmeal stamp of approval, which is...
And now, and I know it's still early in the season, but let's take a moment to talk about the conference standings in the West.
Checking out the...
That does it for halftime. Let's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And they call the 8-second violation.
Oh, whoops.
Too much time getting it up court. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. Number 1, Sacramento.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Then it's Smith, and it's Flowers in at the 1. Takes a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sacramento passing it around. Here's DeRozan. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Edwards. 4-3. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to MP from downtown.
Dang.
That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Back to Edwards. Three-pointer. Rebound by Sacramento. Walker's got 5 rebounds in the game.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Prince down low. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
All right.
He's guarded by Sabonis. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back over to you, Brian.
Fills it up with the best.
I got Anthony Edwards keep on finding himself open.
Pass to Shepard. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Sabonis, the pass to Prince. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Prince has got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
And here's Edwards outside. Again, the miss by Edwards.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
From deep, MP. And another Sacramento 3.
And the
let's go.
It's just another way that can hurt you.
A minute 29 left in the third. Here's Flowers. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
Oh, man.
Just 5 to shoot. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, MP with a block.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any.
I need to get this match over with.
Refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting.
Let's go.
This bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Yeah, I'm in my third quarter, so I'm not gonna have to.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
DeRozan outside.
Okay.
Now here's MP. The kick out to Walker. Back to Prince. Beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's why I said okay.
Great play by Walker.
Yeah, I know.
Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Here's Edwards. The shot, no good.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
And so it's Sacramento building an insurmountable lead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates.
Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
And Sacramento making a change here. MP's checked in. They've got Trey Mann. He's out there with Prince. Jakob Poeltl out there with Keegan Murray. And it's Black in at the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
MP looking around. Back to Poeltl.
Hey.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
Yeah.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
That's actually good.
Pass to McGowan's. And there's the screen. And here's Edwards outside. Poeltl grabs a miss.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Good chance I won't be, but you never know.
Those athletic plays look effortless.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, if I am on, I'm not going to be on that long.
And the shot's good.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Black passes to Prince. Back to Black. Oh, it's stolen. Pass to Edwards. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice
Hey.
right there. You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is a time to give his team some punch.
Outside for Bay. From deep. Rebound by Sacramento. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, BA. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Kings.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They
Yeah, I was
looked
so
like
close
they
to
were
blocking
having
him.
fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Prince finds Pirtle. There's the three. Kicks it out to MP. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. Prince has got 39.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Pass to McGowan's. Back to Edwards. Can they get it? They get it again. Launches a 3. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
2. Yeah. Not going all out. I'm getting bills.
So it's the Kings winning.
It's just not my thing.
We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just
It's B.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was...
I'm sure I'm going to regret this, but Frank.
There we go. All right. Okay, MP, the way you responded after getting called out pre-game, I mean, have you ever considered paying someone to follow you wherever you go, insulting you at every step along the way? Because I think that might work for you.
I thought that was your job, Frank. Besides, isn't that what that tabloid you work for pays you to do?
Oh, come on, I'm fair and balanced, MP. We
Oh,
all know.
balanced? Yeah, sure. Fair? Not so much.
Okay, what can we take from this to your next game?
That any success is a positive one? You win, there's positives. You set personal goals and meet them, there's positives. Tonight I did both. So, Frank, there you have it. Positives.
MP, positive. Got it. Thank you.
MP, a real question.
Gonna see if I win this NBA Cup. That's all I did. Cup game has been added to the schedule. Okay. Must say this for next time. Oh man, we got 8 people watching. Well, I gotta go. Alright guys, I'm gonna cut this live stream short because I'm pretty tired. But I appreciate y'all for stopping by. And if you can, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially road to 5K. Well, road to 1K. Trying to get paid out here. It's your boy Bossman Styles. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.